We're here with
Pardon?
Burt Awelagte, who is a Zuni carver
Oh, no,
who
that's
does
fine.
some excellent work, as you can see. And we are just in his home. He's very graciously allowed us in his home. And he has also very graciously agreed to tell us a little bit about the pieces that he has here that he's carved. I bet he's going to show us a piece of the original stone for one of the fossil carvings that we like particularly. So, Bert,
Hi.
over to you.
This particular stone is called cross stone. It comes from the coast of Baja, Mexico. Uh, this stone is embedded with fossils, as you can see, many shapes and different features of fossils. One unique aspect of this stone is that when you carve it, beautiful things come out. As you can see, I have a mountain lion made out of this particular stone, and it's just gorgeous with the seashells embedded, and it just fits the animal.
Tell us about some of the other stones here.
I have some turquoise stones from Nevada. I made traditional bears, medicine bears, and an eagle, and I always adorn my carvings with the arrowhead and the bundle pack.
This is tradition. This is a healing bear,
Yes,
and that's traditional. Is that what? Is that the difference?
they're both medicine bears.
Both medicine bears. Okay.
Yes. And my arrowheads are pointed outward.
Oh.
It's a meaning that it's bringing in the breath of life.
Oh.
So you come from a rather accomplished family of carvers. How did you get into carving?
It all started in 1995. My first cousin, Joseph Kwam, who is deceased, and he was my teacher. And I started out by being on his side when he was carving, and he would carve on into the night, late at night, and he wanted a companion to be with, and so I was the
How do you
companion.
decide what to carve from a certain stone? How do you make that decision? Obviously, any stone can be anything, I suppose, but how do you decide what a stone needs to be carved as?
As with all carvers, I think they know that once you pick up a stone, you kind of have a X-ray image of what the stone already wants to be. I carve them out, and then the animal just appears on its own, so it takes the form of what it wants to be. And then other times I shape them into a certain animal that I really like. I've been carving cats and bobcats, mountain lions, and regular house cats. I'm experimenting with that form right now, but my I usually carve are bears, rams, and eagles, and badgers, and that's mostly what I carve. And like I said, I'm experimenting with working with the cats.
Do you ever carve an animal and after it's mostly carved or done or something, you look at it and say that's not really what I meant to do, and end up with something that you're not happy with?
Some occasions, yeah, yes, but I tend to work at it more, and then the outcome is a animal that I like. Does that answer your question?
Yes. Does what kind of tools do you use generally to do the carving?
I have First of all, I have a grinding motor with a built-in blower, so my dust blows out through the window where I work inside my house. I also have a 8-inch trims gemstone saw, so I can cut my rocks down to size and shape whatever size I want. And I also work with a Dremel Moto 2 to do the detailing of the facial features and the legs and all the detail that goes into the animal. And I have different compounds of polishing the materials, as well as sanding and the finishing of the material. I have like certain stones and wheels that I work with.
Is there anything else that you would like to share with us about your work, or how you feel about it, what motivates you to do it?
I love carving. It really alleviates the everyday hassles of life, and it's real spiritual, I guess, to able to create a animal out of stone, giving life to an animal out of stone and making it part of the world as a child is born. That's the way I see it. And all my animals go to a great home, and they also protect and heal to the owners and people who acquire my stuff, and that gives me satisfaction at the same time as I enjoy making these, giving life to stone.